calls out Claressa Shields. I mean, they went back and forth at it at on social media about a couple months ago. But now she goes to Instagram and calls her out, called out Chantel Cameron, called out Amanda Serrano, called out Katie Taylor, all that stuff. Says she willing to go up to 147 pounds to fight Claressa Shields. She said Claressa Shields been knew that. She pulled up on Claressa Shields and told her at the gym that she wanted to fight her. Claressa said, "You too small." And she said, let me worry about the weight. Now, also, we know Amanda Serrano, if you don't know, she gave up her WBC belt because the WBC didn't support 3-minute rounds for women. Now, she said if they, if she want to fight 3-minute rounds, they can, but she want to get paid like it's 3-minute rounds. So it don't seem like Alycia Baumgardner is a big advocate unless that bag right of doing 3-minute rounds, right? Everything is supposed to be in women's sports. They want to be treated and be on par with the men. You know what I'm saying? I guess a lot of women, since they let a lot of, men that want to be women into their world, they feel like they should, we should reciprocate that energy. They open their arms to them type of dudes. Even a lot of people believe that a lot of the women steal they style from them dudes. You know what I'm saying? I just leave it at that. You hear people saying that, not saying that I believe it, I don't really care. But, I guess they feel like we should reciprocate that energy. But at the end of the day, it's simple supply and demand. You see that with the female soccer team that wanted to be on par with the men. If the money ain't there, or obviously in this situation, if the support and the viewership ain't there, why are you getting mad at people for not wanting to go into the red to make sure y'all stay afloat? No, that's not how it works. You have to get, women should target other women to support women's sports. If you want to build the sport, you target the youth. That's got to be your foundation. You target the young women. The young women gonna make their daddies and mommies and aunties and guardians bring them to the sport, financially support the sport. When they start to understand the sport, then they might get engaged in the sport. So you get a kid, you at least gonna bring a +1, +2, or even a +3, 4, 5, a family out. That's how you build a sport. You target the kids. In the female sports, they should target the young women, and then they should target the women, teenage women, and grown women. That's how you do it. You talking to the men, oh, y'all should do this, y'all should do that. But last time we checked, there's more females on this earth than men. See, if they really wanted the solution to their problem, the solution is quite easy. But most people want to complain. Most people in general want to complain and cry. They don't want a solution. Like the black community, they don't really want a solution. They just want to bitch and complain and get handouts. And I got to agree with Charleston White, what he said. He said that, he was saying that, he apologized to Deion Sanders. He see why Deion Sanders went out there and, went to Colorado State, went to Colorado University with them folks. He said he gonna sell out and do the same thing because ain't no helping black people. I mean, I told y'all that. All black people want to do is complain and cry. They don't want solution. The black community solution is as simple as female sports issue. The solution is 2-parent households. But then you done had a baby by a dude or a woman that you can't stand. It was all lust, and they keep falling in the same cycle over and over and over and over again. They don't want a solution. Teenage pregnancy rates are still high. Even though mothers have more, have more custody over these girls, and it's still producing higher and higher and higher, probably teen pregnancy rates. I'm not pretty factual on it. Like I said, they don't want solutions. They want to cry. They want money. They don't want solutions. And the same thing in female sports. They don't want the fix the root cause to what they going on with female WNBA and boxing and all that. They don't want to fix the root cause. All they want to do is shame men into spending money and supporting the sport. That's not how it go. You start with the kids. It's the same thing, same issue baseball having. The same exact issue baseball having. You know, it's the same exact one. Same exact issue baseball having. You know, where they don't want to go to the neighborhoods and start with the youth to build their sport on up. Because to be quite frankly, baseball got a different issue. They don't want to solve their issue with the sport dying because they don't want Black Americans to be part of the sport. That's why they won't fix the issue. This is why you don't see a bunch of baseball diamonds and kids playing stickball in the fields, you know, or in New York City or across America no more. They don't want y'all to be participants. They'd rather go take a bag of Uncle Ben's rice, go to the Dominican Republic, grab a kid or two that look black, and, you know, put that as their minority report. But I'm kind of straying off from the topic, but this got to be said. Same thing. Like I'm going back to female sports and boxing in general. You start with the kids, but if you start with the youth, get the parents involved, then they teach their kids. But women, if women just get women to support the fight, guess what? Why do dudes go to the club? To get women. Right? So if you get a bunch of women coming to the Serrano fight, coming to the Shields fight, coming to the Baumgardner, the Katie Taylors, and Michaela Mayer fight, and they see all these fine women at the fight, guess who's going to show up? Dudes. Same thing with the WNBA. If you get females to support what y'all doing, females spend money, more recklessly than men do. And that's just, what that women do. Once you learn, women, the manipulation tactics women use, your mother use it on you. Once you learn they manipulation tactics, it don't work no more. How they try to shame and manipulate you into things and feeling sorry for them, that shit don't work no more. But if they really wanted to fix their problem, they get the youth support, the young girl support, they get the teenage support, and they get female support all over the place. When I go to some of these fights, and cover some of these fights from time to time, one thing I notice is a lot of dudes be there and a lot of women be there looking for dudes. That's a fact. So why wouldn't it be reversed? If a lot of women showing up to female sporting events, why wouldn't dudes show up? Right? But at the end of the day, if they want to grow this sport, they got to target women coming here. Yeah, you got to give people the top matchups and the great matchups, but you got to get your own sisterhood to come support what y'all doing. But I mean, at the end of the day, dude, that fight, like she said, should be a Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, and they should do it. Now, she got some conditioning problems, so obviously she ain't gonna be an advocate of 3-minute rounds. But people, will want to go at Claressa Shields because she can't punch. And that's in a 2-minute scenery. Now, I haven't heard too much of her. I haven't heard her not or say she is for 3-minute rounds. But I feel like that would benefit her. I think she would get a lot more knockouts if they had 3-minute rounds, depending on where her conditioning is at. But at the end of the day, that's a, real good fight. She telling Baumgardner, you too small. She Baumgardner saying, hey, you don't worry about me. I'm calling you out. At the end of the day, that's a good fight. I think people get behind that fight. I think they'll sell a lot of tickets at Little Caesars Arena. And why shouldn't they do it? That's my thing. Why shouldn't they go out there and do it? Make a boatload of money. It make too much sense. If she advocating for it, if she asking for it, if she begging for it, if she willing to get in the ring and you got to put hands on her, guess what? She asked for it. Ain't too much more for Claressa Shields to do in the sport of boxing. I mean, 3-minute rounds. She said she'd come down to 47 for like Katie Taylor and certain other fighters. Hey, so be it. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. But, to each his own. To each his own. But I feel that, it should happen. That'd be huge in Detroit. And, Baumgardner, she said they came to her asking her, who she wanted to fight. If y'all wondering, she was cleared of her performance enhancing drug test. So there you go. She even showed pictures as a kid of her being muscular. You know, but then again, y'all care more about people that's y'all assume to be on PEDs than guys that actually and women that actually get caught with PEDs. That's crazy. Think of boxing. It's the mystery of assumption. You know. Meanwhile, it's females and men that's on PEDs is flying under the radar. The people that you think that won't be using it are the main ones using them. So, but nonetheless, man, yeah, I'm down to see it. I'm down to cover it. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Appreciate the love, support. Check out the women's boxing playlist. Check out the boxing news playlist. Hit the link tree from Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify for podcasters, Amazon Music. We everywhere. Instagram, Kick, Twitch. Peace.